gonna go ahead and get started. I have some questions to ask you guys to start out, so be ready to drop them in the chat. Here we go. Okay, number one question is, how many of you guys go out to dinner at least once a week? That could be a drive-through, that could be like sitting down. I guess I shouldn't say go out to dinner. How many of you guys eat out at least once a week? Drop a 1 in the chat. Or say me. Okay, drop a 2 in the chat if you guys go to the grocery store every 1 to 2 weeks. Okay, now drop a 3 in the chat if you guys go and get coffee or you get soda, like if you go and get like a specialty soda from somewhere, if you go get a drink from somewhere at least once a week, drop a 3 in the chat. Okay, now drop a 4 in the chat if you guys are reaching out to those people and sharing the business or sharing the products with the people who are either giving you your food, like your waitress, or people in the drive-through, or the cash register, the person at the cash register at the grocery store. Drop a 4 in the chat if you guys are sharing your business with those people. Dead silence. Okay, that is what this whole call is about, is opening your mouth and sharing this opportunity. You have to get over yourself and start opening your mouth. I just got off of a training call with 3 SEDs, and they were talking about how to gain leads. And if you're new and you don't know what a lead is basically just a new market partner or VIP potential. And all of them, they said that 90% of their business with their VIP customers and their market partners has come from people that they talked to in person. People that they talked to at the grocery store, in the elevator, people that they talk to, their waitresses, people on the streets. They literally make it their goal every single day to talk to at least one person about the business or the products. It's network marketing. Yes, we have Instagram and that's awesome, but networking can also happen outside of Instagram. It can happen in person. And if you're not doing it in person, you're missing out on a huge, huge, huge market of people. So today I'm talking about relaunching your business, and then we're also going to hopefully share some new ideas of different things that you can do daily to help with your business, just help grow your business, all that kind of stuff. Okay. Everyone please mute themselves. I can't tell who's unmuted, but make sure you're muted. Thank you. Okay, here we go. So first I want to talk about why relaunching your business. So whether you've been here for 1 month, you've been here for 6 months, you've been here for a year, you've been here for as long as me, whatever it is, I don't care what amount of time that you've been in this business, we are all relaunching our businesses this month. So what does that even mean? Why are we relaunching our businesses? Here is why. Another wave of growth is going to happen in this company. It's going to happen with you or without you. So hopefully you make the decision after this call today to jump on that wave of growth and don't let it pass you by. You need to be a part of this. We say all the time that this is a rocket ship. Let me explain to you why. The first wave of growth happened in, I think it was the 3rd year of Mon8. They grew like 450% in 1 year. That was the first wave of growth. And right now we're going through the second wave of growth, which means that we are growing so much as a company. So many people are joining, so many VIP customers are coming into this company. And if you are waiting on the sidelines for your business to take off and you're not taking action, if you're not doing the things that you need to be doing, you are not going to be taking part of that growth. And that is going to suck to look back in 1 or 2 years from now and being like, holy crap, like I remember when Maya was doing a training call and she said that the company was going to be growing and I missed out on that. Growth like this doesn't happen all the time. Not everyone gets to be a part of a company so early on in the company. You guys have a chance that so many people don't have to grow not only your business, but to impact other people's lives and to live your dream life. Take advantage of that. Do not sleep on that. That is why we are relaunching our businesses. So growth is coming and it's our chance to start again. You might not have started your business off running. That's okay. We're putting that behind us. Maybe you started your business off and you did some things that you wish you could have done better. That's why we're relaunching. Or maybe you're like me and you've been in the business for a while and you've been successful, but you're ready to help even more people to launch their businesses, to start living their dream lives, and to have the best freaking hair of their entire life. That's why we're relaunching. We're starting with the basics. We're going back to the basics. And I thought it was so funny that the training call, there's like a series that's happening this week and it's called Going Back to the Basics. I literally in my dreams like 3 nights ago, right before they sent out that series, had a dream that we were going to have a training call on going back to the basics. And then they sent out that series and I was like, wow, this is meant to be. So this is all about going back to the basics and starting your business again as if you had never, ever worked your business. So what do you do first? Number one, you're going to go through the onboarding slideshow. Probably not tonight. If you want to go for it tonight, that's awesome. But at least go through it tomorrow or the next day, okay? You have 48 hours to go through the onboarding slideshow. There are so many things in there that you probably have already done, but it's going to help you to refresh your memory on the things that you need to do. Rewrite out your 10 best, your 10 easiest, and your 100s list. I don't care if you've been in this business for 6 months. I don't care if you've been in it for a year. We are all rewriting out our 10 best, our 10 easiest, and our 100s list. I promise you, even if you even if you wrote 3 100s lists, I promise you that you know more people. And hopefully you should always be expanding your network, right? So that 100s list should always be growing. As you know, maybe you move into a new apartment complex, or maybe you move in with new roommates. Add those people to your 100s list. Maybe you start a new hobby and you start meeting people through that. Add those people to your 100s list. Your 100s list should always be growing and evolving, okay? So that's one of the things that I know is on there. And there's so many other things. It's talking about, upping your social media game. There's so many great things on the onboarding slideshow that I feel like we've kind of taken a step away from that and forgotten what the basics are. So we're going to go through the onboarding slideshow. Once you've completed it, I'll have like an emoji that I'll say to drop in the group chat so we can all hold ourselves accountable that we're going to go through those onboarding slideshows. I'm going to go through it. I'm going to rewrite my 100s list because I haven't done that in a long time and I need to do that because that is how we're going to create leads. We're going to reach out to those people. We're going to be creating new market partner and VIP potentials because this business is all about network marketing, okay? If you're not opening your mouth, your business is not growing. Simple as that. If you take one thing away from this call, it is that. If you are not opening your mouth, your business is not growing. That doesn't just mean that you are hopping on your stories and opening your mouth, okay? Guess what? If you hop on your stories and you open your mouth and you're not talking about this business in person, and then people that are also your friends in person are watching you on Instagram and you're not talking about the business in person, they're not going to take you seriously. You wonder why they're not your VIP customers. You wonder why they're not your market partner potentials because you're so scared to open your mouth in person. Why would they take you seriously? If you're talking about it on social media, like your business is going to blow up, like these products are the best things ever, you should be talking about those same things in person, okay? So that's number one. We're going to go through the onboarding slideshow today, tomorrow, and the next day within the next 48 hours, okay? Number two, I want you to think about what you wish you had done at the beginning of your business So the first few weeks, first few months, whatever it is, think about what you wish you had done and go out and do those things, okay? Like, actually think about that. I'm going to give you a minute. Write it down, whatever it is. For me, I wish I had reached out to my warm and my hot, not necessarily my warm market, but my hot market. There were so many people in my hot market that I didn't reach out to. I'm going to go back and I'm going to follow up with those people. My grandma, haven't followed up with her about it because I've been so scared because I know she doesn't have the money, but also I'm going to ask for the support. And even if she can't purchase the products, guess what she can do? She can give me network, okay? She has her own network. She can give me referrals. So don't discount someone when they don't want to join the business. That's okay. If they don't want to join, ask them to be a customer. If they don't want to be a customer, ask them for referrals. So that's the number one thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to rewrite out my 10 best, my 10 easiest, and my 100s list. And I'm going to go through those people. I'm going to reach out to my hot market, my closest family and my closest friends and be like, why the heck haven't you purchased these products? Or why the heck haven't you joined this business? So hopefully while I was talking, you thought about something that you wish that you had done at the beginning of your business and wrote that down. Also going to hold you accountable. So we're all going to do that this week. Whatever that was, you're going to start doing it this week, or you are going to do it, whether it's a continual thing or a one-time thing. Okay. Number 3, get organized. This is so freaking important. And I know that probably 99% of you on this call have not gotten organized. So what do I mean by this? Do you have an Excel spreadsheet where you are writing down your potential market partners or your potential VIP customers or any leads that you have? So if you started a conversation with a friend and you didn't quite get to the products yet, are you keeping track of that conversation so that you can follow up with them and pitch the business or pitch the products? Okay. Your brain is not going to remember all the people that you need to talk to and all the people that you have talked to, because when you get to the point where I've literally talked to thousands of people, I cannot remember every single person that I need to talk to or every single person who told me no, but that they might be interested later. Okay. So get organized, have an Excel spreadsheet. Maybe you're not a person that wants an Excel spreadsheet. That's fine. Write it down on a piece of paper, whatever it is, have a notebook, get organized. That is so important. In my DMs on Instagram, you have the general and then you have the primary. All of my general is just random people I've started conversations with, but my primary is my market partner potentials and my VIP customer potentials. I flag all of my VIP potentials, so that way when there's a flash sale, I go to filter and I go to flagged in my primary, and it automatically brings up every single person that I've talked to about the products. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go through and be like, hey, I talked to this person about the oil, or they said that they wanted the oil, and I'm going to follow up with them on this flash sale. Okay. So being organized is so, so, so important. It will make your life so much easier. I don't care if you talk to 5 people or if you've already talked to 500 people, you need to get organized. Okay. So that's number 3. Take some time this week to write down a list of your potentials. Maybe go through your DMs and figure it out. It might take you some time, but that's okay, because that's so important. You don't want to forget about those people. I always say this statistic, but I think it's like 60% of people forget to follow up. That's 60% of people who could have joined the business or purchased the products, but you forgot to follow up. And the reason that you forgot to follow up because you were not organized. Don't miss out on that. That is why your business is not growing, because you're not organized. You keep forgetting about these people. You forget to follow up. You forget to, have conversations with people. Okay. Be organized. That's number 3. Number 4, this is so important. The less that you say, the more that you say. This is vital. And I think that we forget. I know I talk about this on my onboarding calls. So if you're in my downline, I talk about this in my onboarding calls, but I think this is something that we forget a lot about. Okay. There's a flash sale. This is for an example. There's a flash sale today. Okay. We have the oil. How many of you guys threw up a screenshot of the email that you got, or maybe you said, Monade is having a flash sale on the Rejuvenique oil. Purchase this. It's $25, whatever it is. You don't need to spew this information that you are a part of Monate, that you sell Monate products. Leave people curious. Curiosity is so important in what we do. If you go and look at my profile right now, yes, I have a story up, and yes, like on the Rejuvenique oil bottle, it says Monat. But other than that, I'm not saying purchase these Monat products. They're going to fix your hair. I'm saying these products are absolutely amazing. You need to get your hands on these. And if I'm putting my face on camera, no one can even see that I'm selling Monat. If you go into my highlights, I have no highlights that say anything about Monat. There's not even one word in there that says Monat. Because I want to leave people curious. If people come to my page and they are stalking me, they're looking at my highlights, my hair transformation, my skin transformation, my dream life, whatever it is, I want them to come to me if they have questions. I don't want them to be like, oh my gosh, she's doing Monat. Like, what the heck? Like, I don't want to do that. I want them to come to me because guess what? If they decide that they don't want to do this business, I can at least overcome their objections in my DMs because I'm having a conversation with them. So leave people curious. I'm not saying that you can never talk about Monat and never put the name out there, but leave people curious. Don't just shout it out there that like you're part of Monat. Leave people curious. Leave people curious about the lifestyle that you're creating. How are you creating this lifestyle? You get to work from your phone, but what does that even mean? Leave people curious so that they ask questions, so they have to come to your DMs. If you're just spewing out, I'm with Monat, purchase Monat products, people know you're with Monat. They don't have any questions. So leave people curious. The less that you say, the more that you say. Number 5, focus on what people are saying and sniper market them. I haven't talked about this a lot. So if you haven't heard this yet, it's okay. This is on 100% on me for not talking about this sooner. But if you're talking to a potential market partner, for example, and they're like, I don't have time to do this business, the first thing that I do is I hop on my stories and I'm like, this is why this business gives you your time back. And I talk about that exact excuse. Do I say their name? Do I say, oh, so-and-so said, I don't have enough time, so I'm going to hop on my story and talk about that? No, they don't know that. But guess what? You're sniper marketing them because guess what? They're watching your stories. They're watching you. So if you're like, this is why this business gives you your time back because you're able to work it into the nooks and crannies of your life, they're going to be like, oh my gosh, yeah, she's totally right. And then they're going to be like, oh my gosh, like I actually do have time to do this. So it's the same with businesses, the same with products, right? If someone's like, oh, these products are really expensive, I'm going to hop on my story and I'm going to be like, this is why these products aren't expensive, X, Y, Z. And I'm going to educate people on why these products aren't expensive. Sniper marketing. It's amazing. So anytime that you have any objection, hop on your story and talk about it. Go live with someone and talk about it. Post a reel about it. Whatever it is. Sniper market people. Okay. 6. Show up to training calls. If your business is not growing, I can promise you that it's because you are not on training calls. How many of you guys graduated high school and there was a day that you didn't learn anything new? Like nothing at all. Drop 1 in the chat if there's a day that you didn't learn anything new at all. Like I know that high school, I felt like high school was pointless, but there every single day I did learn something new, whether that retained in my brain or not. I did learn something new. Hopefully it was the same for you guys. But basically the point that I'm trying to make is that you have to be able, what am I trying to say? In order to grow your business, you have to be learning and growing every single day. Think of it, I always talk about, starting your own boutique. If you started your own boutique, there's a learning curve there. You're going to be learning something new every single day. That's exactly how it is in this business. You are literally killing your business by not showing up to those training calls. I don't care how many times you've hopped on a training call about hitting MMP. There is something that you will learn every single time that is new. I promise you that. I've been in this business for a year and like 4 or 5 months now. I hop on training calls about hitting MMP. I've hit MMP every month for the last year, but I still learn things. Those training calls are important. I'm not saying you have to hop on every single one. That's ridiculous. No one would have a life if we had to do that, right? But if you're struggling with something, hop on those calls because I promise you will learn something new. That call that I was just talking about earlier about creating leads, there was a call about 2 hours ago. I was on that call. I learned like 40 new things. Literally, I have like a whole list of notes, And I've been in this business for a whole year and 4 months or 5 months, however many. I don't even know. But you always have to be learning and growing. And if you want your team to learn and grow, you have to show up and learn and grow. All right, number 7, accept and expect no's. This is something that I think that a lot of us forget, is that you're going to get no's. Hopefully all of you have seen it's like a little no check sheet. There's like 100 no's, and after every 10th no that you get, it says reward yourself. You will hear so many no's in this business. And this is something that they said on the call earlier. They said if someone has been in this business for the same amount of time as you and they've been more successful, it's because they've gotten more no's. That's it. And in order to get more no's, you have to be networking, you have to be reaching out, you have to be following up, you have to be making conversations, you have to be posting on social media, because that's how your business grows. The more no's that you get you closer to a yes. And I think that that's something we forget all the time. I forget that all the time. I'm like, holy crap, someone just told me no. And then, someone just told me no again. And suddenly I'm at the 10th no. And I'm like, wow, like I really suck at this business. But that is a crappy mindset. And that's my mindset sometimes. And I have to remind myself that those no's get me to a yes. And those yeses bring me to the next level. They help me to hit my goals, right? So don't think of no's as a failure. Think of no's as a success because it gets you to that next step. That's so important. Don't think of no's as a failure. Think of no's as a success. Because we will all hear no's. And if you're in this business and you haven't heard a no yet, pat yourself on the back, sister, but buckle up because you are going to hear a no. And it's not going to be one time. It's going to be 100,000 times. I have at least 20 conversations a day with people about the business or about the products. 1 out of 20 conversations go anywhere. All the rest of them, I'm either ghosted or it's a no. And the other thing to remember about no's is no doesn't mean no, like never, never, never. It just means not right now. So again, no's are not a failure. They're a success. Number 9. Don't share this business and these products for you. Share it for others. People can tell the difference, and you will be able to tell the difference too. It is so selfish of you if you are not sharing this business and you're not sharing these products. I'm just going to put that out there. It is so selfish of you. And let me tell you why. This is a statistic that I just heard, and it literally blew my mind. True statistic. 95% of people are employees, and only 5% of people make an income. Let me repeat that. 95% of people are employees, and only 5% of people make an income. Because those 95% of those people are working for the 5%. So many people don't have money in their bank account. So many people don't even have savings accounts. And you're not opening your mouth and sharing this business? Like, what the heck are you doing? That is so selfish of you. This business creates financial freedom, and you're not opening your mouth and helping other people create financial freedom. That is how you have to think about every single conversation that you have. And it's so true. What has this business done for you? For me, so many things. I could go on for hours and hours about what this business has done for me. So if you're sitting here and you're thinking, I don't know if I can share this opportunity, I don't know if I can share these products, after you hop off this call, make a whole list of all the things this business has done for you and all the things that these products have done for you. And that is why you need to share this business. That is why you need to share these products. People need this. People who work in a drive-thru, so people at Starbucks, people at McDonald's, they make $8 an hour, you guys. Roughly $2,000 a month. And if you know anything about living is hecka expensive. That means that those people, if they don't have another job, and if they're going to school, they don't have a savings. That is why they need this. And if you're thinking to yourself, oh, like I can't, share this business opportunity with them, or I can't share these products with them because they probably don't have enough money, that is so selfish of you. People need this opportunity. I cannot scream that enough. And I know how it feels not being confident about this business because I've been there. We've all been there. But it's up to you to change that. You have to believe in this business, or else no one's going to believe in you. When you show up confidently, people believe in you. They're like, wow, what is that girl doing? She's selling this freaking hair care products and she's freaking successful. Whether or not you actually are successful, your confidence tricks people. And when you're confident, people want to follow you. Okay. Number 10. This is the last one. Talk to people who respond to other polls too. For example, if you follow me, I just put up a ton of polls last night. It was like a this or that series. It was like milk chocolate versus dark chocolate, dishes versus laundry. Respond to those people and create a conversation. Be like, oh my heck, like I hate dark chocolate too. And talk to people. Get people talking. And I promise you that as you're talking to those people, conversation will happen. Ask them. Literally just ask them, have you tried the products yet? Here, take my hair quiz or my skincare quiz, and I'll share the products with you that you will love. And if you decide not to buy them, like, no worries, but I know that you're going to love these. Be confident and start conversations with people outside of like regular Monat business polls. Yeah, it's awesome to put polls up for a flash sale. That's so important. Keep doing that. The way that you're going to grow your business is by having conversations outside of that. That's how you build relationships. And as you build relationships, you build trust. And as you build trust, you build your business. So, to wrap everything up on relaunching your business, this is the key point. Open your mouth and your business will grow. It's okay to not know everything. It's okay to not actually be confident, but fake it till you make it. I know how it is getting on my story and refilming it 50,000 times. I still do it sometimes. And then I finally get to the point where I'm like, heck, screw it. Like, I don't care if I stumble over my words. It makes me human. Get back to the basics. And the basics are this. Show up for your business. Educate yourself so that you can educate others, which means hopping on training calls, opening your mouth, reaching out to people, and I think I already said posting on social media. I can't remember if I said that or not. But personal development is the last one if I already said that. This business is so simple, and we overcomplicate it. It's so simple. So let's get back to the basics. Let's go through the onboarding slideshow. Let's open our mouths and make it a goal this month to talk to literally every single person we come in contact to. And it doesn't have to be salesy. It doesn't have to be pitchy. It doesn't have to be spammy, anything like that. Just build relationships with people. If someone seems nice, if the waitress seems nice at dinner one night, ask her what she's doing. Ask her what her life plans are. She's probably going to tell you that she's unhappy in some way, or, that she has these big dreams. and you have this opportunity on a golden plate to hand to her. So get to know people. Ask them about what they're going through, and I promise that they're going to tell you about it. Okay, that's all for that section of things. Now let's go to new ideas. Drop in the chat your guys' new ideas. I hope that you all thought about this, so I'm not the only one dropping stuff in the chat. But drop any new ideas. Anything that you think would be helpful for other people. It might not seem new to you, but drop things in the chat that you've been thinking of this month to really just take your business to the next step. Something that you haven't done in the past that you want to do this month. And I'm going to run through mine while you guys are typing those in the chat. Here we go. Number 1, collaborate with people who have different businesses and do a giveaway or a shout out for shout out on your stories. So if you know someone who runs a small business, or maybe they're with a different network marketing company, do a shout out for shout out. If you don't have money to do a giveaway, that's totally fine. Literally just ask them like, hey, I freaking love your business and I would love to do a shout out for shout out. Like, I would love to support you and give my network to you also, and then in return help my business grow through your network. It's so simple. Just ask people to do a shout out for a shout out or do a giveaway. I know that you know other people who own or run other businesses. Okay. Number 2, look up networking events in your area. This might be a little bit harder with COVID, but there are still events happening. I especially know in the US with things opening up more. Look for networking events in your area. What do I mean by this? Any parties that are happening, girls' nights that are happening. You can literally look up events, like maybe there's events at, this is such a random thing to pop into my head, but like there's like a pottery class that's going on or something. Like, look up events that are happening in your area. I know that in the US, hopefully it's the same in Canada. I'm guessing you can just like Google your town and then events that are happening, and tons of events are going to pop up. That's a great way to go out and meet new people and network. Number 3 is make sample bags. Literally get cute little I don't even know what that material is, but like get cute little bags, put samples in it, put your business card in there, and then you can even put like the VIP card that I wish I had mine by me, but I don't. Like the little VIP card that you get when you first got your box. If you don't have those, if you've given them all away, you can actually order more on the Monat site, but create sample bags. So when someone asks you or compliments your hair, for example, you can say, thank you, I just switched to vegan products. What's your Instagram? I'll share my hair quiz with you so you can try them. Or thanks, like I just switched to these vegan products. Like, I actually have some samples in my bag. I'd love to give them to you. Give them your sample bag with your business card in it. It has your phone number, your Instagram, all that different stuff, so they can try out the products and then be a VIP customer, right? People compliment hair. People compliment skin. Make it easy to get a VIP customer. It's such an easy transition. Number 4 is make business cards. Business cards are awesome to leave on the table if you went to dinner. Like, you can leave a little note on the back of your business card. If you have questions about business cards, I made business cards like 6 or 7 months ago, and I can give you all the details. It cost me like $25 to make 50 of them, or 75, something like that. Anyways, okay, that's the next one. And then the last one that I have is do a giveaway where people fill out your hair skincare quiz or your wellness quiz, and then you enter them into a giveaway. I talked about this one on the very first day of the month, so you can scroll back into the chat and look at all the details and exact conversations that you can have with people. Doesn't look like anyone else has any new ideas, but hopefully those were hopefully those were helpful and something new that you can try this month, and hopefully you can try all of them this month to just put yourself out there and continue to grow your network and open your mouth. But that's all I have for you guys. I love you guys to death. If you have any questions about anything, please let me know. Last thing, actually. I always say last thing and then I keep going, but this is like actually the last thing. I'm doing coaching calls and live calls all week. Like literally all week. I'll basically be free every single minute of every single day this week and next week as well. So if you want to do a coaching call, a one-on-one coaching call, please reach out to me and let's set up a time. And if you want to go live on Instagram at some point this week, we can share our stories. We can talk about the business. We can even do sniper marketing. So if you have someone who's talking about how they don't have enough time, we can hop on and chat about those things. But it's a great way to just introduce the business in a different way. So if you want to go live with me or someone else on the team, please message me and let's get that set up. But that's all I have. I love you guys to death. April is going to be a huge month. If you put in the work, I promise you that it will be. And let's kill this freaking flash sale in Canada and the US. Both of the flash sales are absolutely amazing. So educate, provide value, and let's kill it. I love you guys. Have a good night.